My own brothers died tragically as well, truth be told. It was 1868, and me and my older brothers were pulling a tidy profit running cattle into Juarez, Mexico. One night after my brothers retired for the evening, I found a little poker game in a cantina with a couple of cowboys. And I just couldn't lose. I even won an old Spanish coin that had to be 100 years old. Well, I was mighty pleased with myself the next morning as my brothers and I rode for Texas. But before we crossed the border, those cowboys caught up with us. It was Johnny Ringo, Roscoe Bob Bryant, and another asshole named Jim. They wanted their money back and everything else we had, including our lives, as those boys didn't want us coming for them later. Bob put that old Spanish coin in my mouth and said, "I won't have it said that I left you with nothing, boy." Well, those horses bolted, and there we hung as those bastards rode away. The branch finally snapped under the weight of the three of us, but being my older brothers were bigger and heavier, they were already dead. And right then I swore to myself that I would avenge them. Ringo you know about. But Bob eluded me, until I heard he was riding with the Wild Bunch.
Na Leute, willkommen zurück zu Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Jetzt, ja, warte mal, kein großer Eisenbahnraub? Oh nö. Sag mir nicht, ich kletter jetzt auf den Zug
I'd been
rum.
on their trail for months, ever since they left their hideout in the Bighorn Mountains. Led by Butch Cassidy. They were a loose association of outlaws who robbed banks and trains from Colorado to Montana. Among them was the Sundance Kid, and that murderous hombre I was tracking, Roscoe Bob Bryant.
Were you a part of that giant Pinkerton posse after the Wild Bunch?
No, boy. A circus like that would have slowed me down. Besides, I wanted Bryant all to myself.
Kann ich
I'd heard
verstehen.
about a large shipment of gold being transported to Wilcox, Wyoming on the Overland Flyer. I figured the Wild Bunch would likely hit such a treasure, and by God, I figured right. They blew the bridge with the intention of forcing the train to stop.
Alles klar, über
I
die
assumed
Ziege
the
rüber.
Wild Bunch was likely in the still intact part of the train high above. I was determined to make that sumbitch Bob pay for what he did to my brothers.
Ja. Oh Gott. Okay, ab nach oben, Leute. Da ist das laut. Okay, wir sind auf jeden Fall laut.
Well, I made my way off unscathed and came upon a few members of the gang and had no choice but to dispatch them.
Ja, macht Sinn,
From
ne?
there, I had to negotiate an even more precarious route. But first, I would need to get my ass out of there.
Alles klar, okay. Ich dachte, ich muss da lang. Wäre interessant gewesen, da lang zu gehen. Aber okay, ich muss wahrscheinlich durch den Zug.
I jumped from the frying pan into the fire as the train was clearly fixing to fall. I had
Let's
found
go
the
up
gang,
inside.
but in order to find old Bob, I needed to fight my way forward past a whole passel of desperados. Outside, inside, any way I could, I made my way towards my prey.
Well, what about the passengers?
It was mostly a freight train, as I recall. There were no passengers aboard that day.
Noch jemand? Oh ja, kommt nur, Bitches, kommt nur!
As I mentioned before, I am not fond of heights. But I was too busy dodging bullets to worry about falling to my death.
Oh!
Odds were I was likely to die that day anyway. So I was determined to take down as many of those bastards as I could.
Was? Hier ist ein Nugget? Nö. Leider, keine Ahnung. Nö, Schrotflinte will ich nicht. Okay, da komme ich nicht lang. Das glaube ich jetzt nicht. Kann ich das nicht einfach aufmachen? Hä? Was? Oh, na gut, ich dachte, ich soll weiter durch
It was
den
like
Zug.
shooting ducks in a shooting gallery. The only difference is these damn ducks shot back.
Upsala, ich hab's glaube ich ein bisschen übertrieben, indem ich auf den Zug geschossen habe. Das juckt mich ehrlich gesagt gar nicht.
I kept hoping the law would show up and give me a
You
hand.
mean like that giant Pinkerton posse that I read about? Did they come riding in, guns a-blazing to help?
Oh, gibt's wohl einen kleinen Krieg jetzt hier? Nehme ich mit, wenn die mir helfen?
From the Pinkertons? No, son. I had to fight the wild bunch all by my lonesome, as usual.
Who the hell is that? Damn, he's out of his mind!
Guti.
Retreat!
Ist da noch einer? Nö. Ich kann aber skillen hier. Das hier ist für Schrotflinte. Warte mal, was gibt's denn hier noch? Ja, komm, nehme ich mal mit. Angriff! Wow. Alter! Alter! Digga, ich treff nicht! Naja, schon wieder mal das beste Aim im ganzen Game. Die Tür ist doch dicht, da komme ich ja nicht weiter, oder? Leute doch. Liegt hier was drin? Nö. Ah!
My guess is those dime novels didn't portray this as it happened,
The
did
fuck?
they?
Jage die Wild Bunch.
Only a few stragglers were left, and I had to cut them down pronto if I was going to stay on old Bob's trail.
Na, kommt ran. Oh yeah! Hier will niemand mehr leben. Ah. Sterben ist vorprogrammiert. Was wurde? Ja, they shot Bill, das tut mir leid, Mann.
Once I silenced all those guns, I went searching for my nemesis, determined to finally have my justice. But the only survivor who welcomed me was George Flat-Nose Curry.
Who is he?
The fastest gun in the gang. Right after Sundance, I mean. And Kid Curry, and maybe Elsie Lay. Though some folks might dispute that.
Ja, ich bin so am Arsch. Nein! Und dann... Ja, ich weiß. Es lief nicht gut, Mann. Diggi, das ist doch ein perfekter Witz. Meine Fresse. Das ist doch zum Kotzen. Beides im Auge zu behalten. Digga, ich kann nicht auf beides achten, ohne Scheiß. Ey, das... Nee, ich hab keinen Bock mehr, Scheißspiel. Junge, das ist doch lächerlich, auf beides achten zu müssen.
The very same day, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid decided to leave the Wild Bunch behind and decamped for South America. They ended up living down there for many years, but I'm sure you already know all about that.
Ohne Scheiß, auf beides achten zu müssen, ist die Hölle, ne? Das ist so die Hölle, das glaubt ihr nicht, ey. Und weiter geht's.
I tried to find Bob Bryant, but it was as if he'd disappeared. Sometime later, I heard the Wild Bunch was back together. Kid Curry escaped from jail, and now he was running the whole shebang. So I took to their trail, as I was still in pursuit of my brother's killer and hoped that he was back with him.
Na, dann suchen wir ihn mal und hängen ihn dann
That kid
höchstwahrscheinlich.
Curry's kind of crazy, ain't he? Don't let him hear you saying that.
Anyways, I tracked those boys to a camp right outside Parachute,
Who's
Colorado.
shooting at us? We're on the fire!
Lol. Ich dachte, der bleibt da stehen, weil er es nicht gereiht hat.
Being outnumbered, I didn't bother with a warning shot. I just started taking those bastards down. Old Bob wasn't among them, and neither was Kid Curry.
Da
I
oben.
sensed him close by, however, plotting something nasty. I just needed a clue as to their whereabouts.
Also durchs Feuer zu rennen ist, glaube ich, wahrscheinlich nie eine gute Idee, aber ne, ich wollte halt, ne, you know what I mean, Hinweise finden.
And I found one. A map with their bold plan clearly marked. This time they were fixing to blow up a train trestle. Property of the Union Pacific.
Okay. Okay, dann werden wir sie ja wohl da finden, ne? Und ja.
The plan clearly indicated how they were fixing to undermine several of the weakest wooden supports.
Früher waren die Menschen so smart im Bauen im Gegensatz zu uns heute, irgendwie gefühlt, ne? Wenn wir mal
Kid
ehrlich
Curry
sind.
was considered the wildest of the Wild Bunch. It was said that he fathered 85 bastard children, though some say it was only 5.
Guck mal, was sie hier gebaut haben, Alter. Und wir mit unseren Kränen bauen irgendwelche Häuser, die aussehen wie Scheiße.
Kid Curry had bragged to a whore how he was gonna rob a train heading to the U.S. Mint in Denver. And that whore, Fat Sally, she told me.
Die fette Sally hat er gerade
The
gesagt,
bridge
oder
was
was?
rigged with dynamite, so I decided I'd best be careful confronting those bastards.
Ja.
A moment later, I saw a ladder that somehow had escaped my attention.
Don't you blow us up now. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
Ach ja, weißt du das?
Damn it! What the hell?
But the Wild Bunch did not take kindly to my presence and attempted to blow my head off. It appeared the kid had found a number of new recruits to bolster their ranks. Guess there's always desperate men willing to trade their lives for stolen treasure.
What happened next?
Well, having removed the first bundle of dynamite, I decided I might as well remove the other one. Once that was done, I figured I'd find my way from there.
Okay. Alles entschärfen. Gehen wir hin. Rudi. Lasst euch doch mal hinten. Nee, lass mal. Ich muss mich kurz auffüllen hier. Wo ist der Typ hin? Ja, you and me. Motherfucker. Renn doch nicht weg. Da war ein Baum im Weg. Na. Oh! Wieso gepanzert, Mann? Digga, ich komm nicht weg! Ich panzer auch gleich auch mal seinen Anus, Alter.
So, what happened then?
Had to remove more of that damn dynamite.
Alter, weg mit dem Dynamit hier.
It must have been terrifying trying to make your way across.
I was sweating it a bit, but then I noticed a footbridge tied up on high, so I shot the rope.
Okay, let's go, baby. Das sieht viel versprechend aus.
Damn ears are ringing.
Hügi, let's go. Den haben wir ja richtig
So
weggefickt.
that was all the dynamite?
Funny you should mention that, darling. As actually there was a fourth charge impeding my progress.
Okay.
Once I removed it, my path was pretty clear.
Ja, der gepanzerte Schrotflinten-Typ. Die sind down. Also wir können weiter vorrücken. Ist da noch jemand irgendwo? Jo. Der ist weg. Ich habe keine Muni mehr, sehe ich gerade. Nee, sehe ich nicht. Alter, von wo denn jetzt?
I proceeded onward and realized that that way just wasn't gonna work.
You're done.
I needed an alternate path forward.
Ja, okay. Oh, okay, wir haben Munition drin. Na, immerhin ein bisschen. Naja, nicht wirklich. Gut. Okay, das ist bestimmt nice. Probieren wir einfach mal aus. Wird ja wohl nicht so krass schief gehen, oder? Was meint ihr? Bin ich überhaupt noch richtig? Nein. Okay, ich muss darüber springen. Okay. Hier soll irgendwo ein goldenes Nugget sein. Keine Ahnung wo. Kack drauf. Oh ja, let's go, baby.
Luckily, I found a cave, and as I made my way back to the bridge, I saw something that concerned me. It was a long,
Oh,
burning
that's nur.
fuse, and it was moving fast as hell. I had to catch it.
Oh ja.
The burning fuse was so damn quick, I had to run like the wind. I almost had it, but no. Thought I was gonna have a coronary when I lost sight of those sparks. My heart was pounding like a sledgehammer. I knew that failure meant boom. Then, finally, at the last moment.
Oh.
Of course, I was successful, or clearly I wouldn't be talking to you folks here today.
Bro.
Naturally, I removed the last dynamite charge.
Ja.
Well, it was a touching reunion. But by this time, I was thoroughly exhausted and dragging my ass as I was not a young man anymore.
Okay. Also finden wir ihn jetzt, oder was liegt an?
Kill that SOB! Make him bleed! Send him to perdition!
Finally, I found those boys. Or more precisely, they found me.
He's crazy on Kid Curry ass me! Nuttier than a damn fruitcake! Let's just do this!
Digga! What the fuck ist das denn?
Where'd you learn that? Kids do not sound like that!
Brudi, übertreib halt. Oh wow, ich treffe den nicht. Digga.
Blowing your ass up! Shoot that asshole! Deserves to die!
Dügi. Alter Schwede.
Just when I thought things couldn't get worse, Kid Curry opened up on me with a goddamn Gatling gun. It was hidden in this tunnel and pretty well shielded.
Ja, Kid Curry, Alter. Gib mir dein Currypulver tief hinein, denn ich will, dass es... Digga, ich seh nix! Oh, ich hab hier ein paar Probleme, Leute. Alter.
Luckily, I had located some dynamite. I still, however, had my work cut out for me.
Ist ja nervig. Ja, wie soll ich den jetzt töten, Alter? Da schießt er doch safe kaputt jetzt, oder? Bruder. Was sind das für scheiß Waffen? Man zielt den genau an, aber man trifft den nicht. Ey, what the fuck, Alter.
Eventually, I brought that tunnel down. And that's when I met Kid Curry himself. He had decided to stop pussyfooting around and deal with me personally.
Oh nö, nicht schon wieder so ein Ding. Oh, es wird ja immer schwerer hier. Ja. Okay.
As fast as he was, I was just a bit faster.
Immerhin.
And as he lay wounded, I demanded to know the whereabouts of Roscoe Bob Bryant. He shouted at me. Is that what this is about? Bob went with Butch and Sundance to South America. You ain't never finding him.
Ja, alles klar. Ich weiche aus, aber hey, es zählt nicht, Bruder.
He shouted at me. Is that what this is about? Bob went with Butch and Sundance to South America. You ain't never finding him.
Eieiei.
Those were his last words.
Das ist ja übel, ey. Einfach übel, Leute. Aber wir haben es irgendwie hinbekommen. Heilige Scheiße. Also, könnte deutlich besser laufen, aber auch deutlich schlechter. Also, ich will schon sagen, wir kommen ganz okay durch.
So, Bob Bryant got away?
I knew I'd never find him in South America.
What about the other killer?
Yeah, you kinda glossed over that one.
Well, I found Jim not long after my showdown with Ringo. At the time, he was riding with the James Younger gang. Did I neglect to mention that?
Jesse James? The greatest outlaw who ever lived?
Jesse and his kin rode with Quantrill when he raided Lawrence, Kansas, and killed near 200 people, boy.
Nothing great about that.
And from there, him and his brother went on to rob banks and trains from Kansas to Missouri.
Which is why there was such a rich bounty on their heads. 40 grand for both of them, dead or alive. That's one hell of a payday.
Ja, damals war das richtig viel, Alter. Wart ihr reich. Reich sein Urgroßvater. Und jetzt? Ja, brauchen wir nicht drüber reden, ne?
I confronted them as they were robbing a train. Bullets were flying at me from every which way.
Oh, yes.
But I knew I'd have to fight my way forward if I was gonna find this Jim.
Ich glaube, er kommt jetzt. Einmal nachladen. Uah. Oh!
Now wait a second. Now, how'd they stop this train in the first place?
Well, the James boys were experts at this.
Lass mich doch die Geschichte erzählen, wenn ich schon mittendrin bin, Mann. Geil! Er stoppt die Züge mit
They hopped the
Willenskraft.
freight train, having heard there was a big payroll in the express safe. So, I hopped the same train.
Das war weird.
The James Younger gang was decimated after that little fiasco they had in Northfield, Minnesota.
Frage ist,
So
welche
Jesse needed
Sektion?
more men and took on the killer I was after, along with a host of others. I was hoping to find my man and put a bullet in his head. Climbing around that train, I must have swallowed 100 damn bugs before I
The
reached
James
that.
Younger gang pulled the first train robbery west of the Mississippi.
Sounds like you hold them in high regard.
Everyone knows they were the most famous outlaw gang ever.
And you took them all on by your lonesome. Again. I'm finding this all a little hard to swallow, friend.
Well, maybe you need to wash it down with some whiskey. By the way, did I mention that that train was flying down those tracks like a bat out of hell?
Man stirbt hier so schnell in dem Game, ne? Das ist ja übel. Bro. Oh. Ja, doppelt ist schon besser. Aber mit der Knarre. Wupp. Einmal hier rüber, bitte.
Anyway, excuse me, Ben. Where would I find the gentleman's facilities? Suddenly I have an urgent need to drain my one-eyed snake. Well, I've had more than a few drinks, and I've been sitting here for quite a spell.
Right through there. Let me show you.
Danke. Ja, und was macht ihr so, während ihr nicht gerade pinkeln müsst? Also ich musste gerade warten, bis der gute alte Silas sich die Hose vollgeschüttet hat, oder was? Oder wie? Ja, anscheinend schon. Oder soll ich hier rausspringen?
It was a rickety ride and quite precarious.
Ja, anscheinend nicht. Keine Ahnung, was ich dann tun soll. Ganz ehrlich, ich habe keine Ahnung, wo ich jetzt hin soll dann, ne? Wenn ich ja hier nirgendwo lang kann. Ja, keine Ahnung, was das Game jetzt von mir will, Leute. Ich weiß es echt nicht, ich habe das Game halt nie gezockt und wir kommen ja halt nirgendwo hin. Das ist richtig geil, also so macht das Spaß, das Game. Ja. Hä? Okay, und wie bin ich jetzt hier hochgekommen? Was? Okay. Ja, gut, Leute, ich... Ja. Ey, Digga, das ist doch jetzt ein Witz. Ist das Game so verbuggt, dass man jetzt hier nicht mehr weiterkommt, oder was? Alter Schwede. Was soll der Scheiß? Oh, Bro. Das fuckt up. Ey, mein Gott. Auf einmal kann ich hüpfen in dem Game. Das ist ein Witz.
I never heard so much malarkey in my life.
You think he's bullshitting us?
You don't think he's Silas Greaves?
I think he's just some old drunk looking for some free liquor.
Was? Wer soll sterben?
I don't know, Jack. I think I believe him. You don't think he met Jesse James?
Boy, you gotta be kidding me. That story makes no sense at all.
Jack.
I mean, you gotta be 2 bricks short of a load to believe that cock and bull story.
I don't agree.
Jack, lay off the
But you
bar.
seriously think that tired old man went toe-to-toe with Jesse James?
Well, that's better.
Coming back.
Did I mention that this Jim was married to the infamous Belle Starr? Of course, I didn't learn that until later. Anyway, I made my way forward the best I could. Around the sides, over the roof.
Just shoot him, for Christ's sake!
At some point, some sumbitch saw me and shouted out, "It's a damn Pinkerton!"
What the fuck?
Pinkerton!
Now, I never worked for that limey cocksucker.
Oder...
But I guess they assumed I was one of his assassins.
Kann's doch keinem erzählen, ey.
Shoot that stupid son of a bitch!
Ja, Schwede. Aber ich will wieder meine 2 Revolver auspacken, wenn das
Those
geht.
evil bastards firebombed Jesse's mother's house and killed his stepmother.
Digga, ein Schritt zu weit.
It was definitely safer on the
Ey, das
inside
ist
of
so
the
ein
train.
Witz. Es ist so lächerlich, dass man da so schnell runterfallen kann, ne? Mein Gott, und jetzt bin ich schon wieder hier. Einfach lächerlich.
Kill that cocksucker!
Ja, und jetzt kommt er nicht raus, weißt du?
Yes, he's had enough! You know who we are?
It was no wonder each and every asshole on that train wanted me dead.
Everybody's always mistaking you for somebody else, aren't they? Why is that, I wonder?
Don't rightly know, Jack. I'm just telling you how I remember it.
I bet you are.
brother. I'm gonna make you pay for that.
Und durch die Wände schießen können die Gegner auch, weil warum nicht, ne? Ist ja super. Ich würde mal behaupten, ich soll hier landen. Alter Schwede. Ist das hier für Revolver? Ja. Okay, Akimbo. Schnappt die Revolver. Ja. Nehmen wir. Achso, habe ich schon. Höhere Munition. Ja, nehmen wir das.
I will kill you.
Wen willst du töten, Digga? Wo bist denn du? Wo? Hier ist doch niemand.
Come and get me about the guns.
I came across a flat car piled high with logs and had to come up with a creative way to make my way forward.
Das nennst du kreativ? Nö, ich nicht.
I wondered if I was ever gonna find the front of that train. Or the
What the
bastard
fuck?
I was after. Right about then, I was attacked by some asshole
Du
on a
Scheiße.
Gatling gun.
Yeah, seems like you run into a lot of them.
Asshole?
Gatling guns.
Yes, I did.
What
Now,
the
I don't
fuck?
remember how I took it out. It was either a bullet or dynamite.
Where would you find dynamite?
Does it really matter, Jack? You're messing with the flow of the story here.
Aua.
I'm putting you down. Gotta reload again. Time to die.
Digga. Verreck doch einfach mal schneller. Ohne Scheiß jetzt. So. Fucking hell.
What? I can't hear you.
Zeig mal deine Hand, Baby.
Bastard can shoot.
So, der zeigt sich nicht, Feigling.
Shoot that stupid son of a bitch.
Nee, lass mal.
You can't fight James, gang.
Einmal nachladen hier bitte.
Son of a bitch.
Nein, hör auf mich zu beleidigen, Mann. Junge, der gibt mir einen Schuss, ich bin fast down. Junge! Ich könnte kotzen. Ich bekomme eine Kugel, bin fast tot. Bekomme eine zweite, bin tot.
It's crazier than a shithouse. You know who we are?
Ja, halt's Maul.
That was too damn close. Kill that.
Oh, ja, ja.
Shoot that stupid son of a bitch.
Okay, let's go.
You can't fight James, gang.
Digga, wie viele sind denn das?
Just kill Red.
Holy. War es das? Kommt noch jemand? Natürlich nicht. Kaum gehe ich an das MG, kommt keiner mehr, weißt du? Ja, ja, ja. Dann auf Eimer.
I was
no,
looking
I
for
know.
Jim and shooting any son of a bitch stupid enough to get in my way. And that included Jesse James himself.
Er kommt doch safe jetzt da vorne, hier rumgelaufen, meine ich.
You ready for a belly full of buckshot?
Oder er schießt einfach überall durch. Ja, geil. Jetzt packt sich der fest, der mir massig Schaden macht.
I'm taking you with me. I'm gonna hurt you.
Ja, geil. Ja, Digga, was ist denn das schon wieder? Die Typen sich immer hier festpacken
There
müssen
sure
in
were a
diesem
lot of
Game,
men
ne?
determined to die that day.
Na 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 na. Na na na.
It was
said
then
what-
that Jesse detached the express car from the rest of the damn train.
Das ist so nervig, Alter. Ah, hier muss ich ja sicher sein. Digga. What the
Could see
fuck?
Jesse waiting for me, fixing to kill me so he could get away with all that money.
Digga, das ist doch...
You had a showdown with Jesse James?
Of course he didn't. Everybody knows that Jesse was killed by Bob Ford.
Yeah. Jesse went out like John Wesley Hardin. Coward shot him in the back of the head.
Guess it doesn't matter how far you run, does it, Ben? Your past always catches up with you.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't kill Jesse James. Just wounded him bad enough to convince him to hang up his guns.
What about that Jim fella? What happened to him?
I figure he was up front with a gun to the engineer's head. That bastard slipped away again. I'll tell you how I got him. But first I need to wet my whistle.
Alter Schwede. Oh, ist das übel, das Game. Also, es ist gut. Übel in einem anderen Sinne. If you know what I mean.
After my showdown with Jesse, I continued to track his brother, Frank, and that son of a bitch, Jim. I followed those bastards into the high mountains as they were going to ground.
What mountains would that be?
Somewhere in the Ozarks, I believe. A perfect place to hide out from the authorities. In fact, before I could find them, some Indians who fled the Reds and were hiding out from the military found me first. They probably thought I was a cavalry scout and didn't want me telling the military where they were.
Indians?
They could have been Cheyenne, but there was all sorts of renegades roaming the landscape back then.
Digi. Kopf im Visier klappt einfach manchmal nicht. Na, 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 na. Schöner Schuss, Bruder. Weg mit dir. Die Typen, die immer auf einen zurennen. Aber als hätten die Langeweile oder so, Alter. Als ob das so schlau wäre, auf einen Typen mit einem Gewehr mit
come on,
Tomahawk
another
zu rennen.
whiskey, Ben. Nothing better to soothe the troubled soul.
Ne, ich will mich einfach nur hier kostenlos durchsaufen, sagen sie, ja?
Now,
Wenn
where
sonst
was
nichts
I?
ist.
Indians, right. I had more than my share of run-ins with the Red Man. Like that time... Did I tell you about Grey Wolf?
Yes, sir. You did.
Of course I did. In fact, I could still remember that old medicine man's words to me.
Jesus Christ, we're back to that again.
You carry great darkness in your heart.
Aber hier waren wir
It
doch
will
schon mal.
claim your soul. You will come to this place again and kill many more men.
Aua. Rudi. Ich sterbe.
And the darkness will grow until it consumes everything you are.
Rudi, ich treff nicht. Tügi. Einmal nachladen bitte. Entspannt euch.
So, did you ever find him? Who? The man you are after.
Let me ask you something, Ben. You ever think about death?
Mr. Greaves, are you all right?
Ooh, death. Oh, death. Won't you spare me over till another year? What is this that I can't see with ice cold hands taking hold of me? Well, I am death, none can excel. I'll open the door to heaven or hell. Oh, death, someone would pray. Could you wait to call me another day? Oh, death. Oh, death, won't you spare me over till another year?
So, are you gonna answer the question?
What question is that?
Jim Reed. Did you ever find him?
Reed was indeed that son-bitch's surname. That's right, Ben. A despicable character. I remember him laughing like a hyena that cold morning they lynched me and my brothers. He was intent on avoiding my vengeance, but nothing was gonna stop me. Nothing.
Oh, death. Frank! James. Natürlich.
I finally did track those outlaws down. They had long rifles with scopes and were well positioned to pick off any poor soul who came anywhere close.
Ja. Okay. Alter, aua!
I'm guessing Frank James believed I was responsible for the demise of his brother Jesse. I couldn't really disagree with the man, as I thought Jesse was dead then as well. He backed off as I closed in on him, but he was still intent on killing me. And when I closed in on him again, he backed off again, looking for a better angle on me. Hell, I can't fault Frank for wanting his revenge, as I was there for the same damn reason myself. At this point, I'm guessing you think Silas Greaves is a worse murderer than Jim Reed ever was.
No, sir.
A man who spent half his life killing somebody's brothers, fathers, sons.
I think you were just looking for justice, sir.
Is that what I was looking for, Dwight? Is that what it was? Justice?
Isn't that why you were hunting the James gang?
Right. I finally found Frank holed up in his mountain cabin, and he was determined to have me
Wie
dead.
soll ich den denn töten?
It was a pitched battle that could have gone either way. Luckily, I had some dynamite in my possession.
Dynamite. On your person.
A few sticks, just in case. It's always good to be prepared.
Der denn her?
I'm just laying out the facts as I remember them, Jack.
Digga.
I want that bastard dead!
Jo, übertreib!
Gonna cut you a new smile!
Oh yes, baby.
And that old shack, well, it went tumbling right off that cliff.
With Frank James still in it?
Yes, sir.
But Frank James is still alive, living in Missouri, showing folks around the family farm for 25 cents a tour.
I didn't say he died in the fall, now did I?
I'm done with this damnable outlaw life! Kill me, don't kill me, do what you will! At this point, I just don't give a shit!
I explained to Frank that I had nothing against him personally and that I was looking for someone else.
You want Reed? Have at him! I never did like that bastard! I am done here!
We parted in peace as Frank pointed out the path to my prey before making his way back down the hill.
Okay, let's go, baby. Finde Jim Reeds Versteck. Alles klar.
So what happened with Reed?
Well, I finally found the last of the gang hiding in a nearby cave. First, I had to dispatch the lookouts, as I was determined not to let that murderer
Ist der auf einmal
escape my
schwarz
revenge
geworden?
again.
Aber nix, hab nichts
Rather
dagegen,
than
aber
wander in
so
willy-nilly,
weird.
I decided it would be better to smoke that sumbitch out. Hey, Reed! I shouted. No wonder you're so ornery. Can't be easy being married to Belle Starr. While you're off providing for the family, she's spreading her legs for every Tom, Dick, and Cole Younger. Not an attractive woman exactly, but very friendly. At least she was to me.
Son of a bitch!
It was then that the last bunch of bandits jumped out of hiding.
Why won't this asshole give up? Will someone please kill him?
Ich muss mal kurz nachladen.
Cover me!
Hier wird niemand gecovert. Vicky. Also manchmal, ne? Kann man aber auch nichts treffen. Ja, you better hide. Nee, lass mal bitte. Ich bin noch zu jung zum Sterben.
Eventually, it was just me and Reed.
Okay. Oh, jetzt soll ich wieder verrecken.
I had waited a long time to face him down, so I could repay him for what he did to my brothers.
Let's
And
go!
repay him I did.
Scheiß auf Ehre. Die brauche ich nicht in dem Spiel. Ich will gewinnen. Oh, Leute. Das lief doch sehr gut. Und deswegen würde ich mal sagen, wenn es euch gefallen hat, lasst ein Like da, ein Abo, wäre richtig geil. Ein Kommentar saftig, knaftig. Wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal wieder. Also bis, haut rein. Ciao, ciao.